What up, what up? STS here for another simple review. Viewer discretion advised. I cuss a lot. This is the other movie that I watched yesterday. Before I watched Enter the Dragon, which I watched Enter the Dragon earlier today, me, my wife, and my son, well, my son already watched it, but me and my wife watched the movie. This is part of my nostalgic collection. This movie is one hell of a movie. It's a comedy. This is the first time I ever watched it on DVD, I think. Or maybe not, I don't know, but it's a comedy. It is a Walt Disney picture. I don't know what year this came out, but I'll put on the info. But that is RocketMan. And this is with Harland Williams. Harland Williams was the police officer in Dumb and Dumber. He's also been in the movie. I did a review on my super reviews. I think it was number 8 or 7 or he's up there 10. Well, it was a movie called Back in the Day, which I was okay. But this role is when he was just getting hopped, but he didn't really get much. He's never really. People look at him, oh, this guy's stupid. But this is one hell of a screwball comedy. You know, this guy is a guy who's a kid. Look, it starts out with him as a kid, and he's in the dryer, and he's looking at a picture of the moon, thinking like he's in a spaceship, and it goes up and down. Oh, we have a problem. No, I want my mommy. You know, his mommy's played by Shelley Long, and his dad's played by somebody. I don't know who it is, but it goes on that he makes the program for the space program. So he works in, I don't think he works at NASA. No, he don't work at NASA, but he works at a place for the space program, like the train or something like that. Well, it goes haywire, and William Sadler, Jessica Lundy, and I think Jeffrey DeMunn. I don't know if that's him, though. I don't think so. But the only ones I know, James Sadler, I remember him from watching a couple of. He's Death from Bogus Adventure with Bogus Journey, or whatever with Bill and Ted. Well, their shit goes way haywire, and then they go to find him, this klutz, this hilarious motherfucker, and they get him to go to, like, they need to fit the program. It's like, oh, this is what's wrong with it, you know. And there's too many screwball antics, like the machine he had, and then the dumbass who was the third astronaut, which I don't know what his name is. He's dumbass, that's what I call him, dumbass. He gets hit with, and he gets injured, and he falls in, like, and then Harland Williams drops his glass, like, oh my god, it's just so funny. There's so many funny parts, and then there's a monkey that's going with him. It's an astronaut, so there's a monkey with him, which he's trained. He's very smart, and the way they meet, I can't do the noise, the voices. But Harland Williams gets really attracted to the sexy lady, Jessica Lundy. She's pretty cool. She's pretty good looking on here too. Well, the thing that makes this movie it's okay. It's comedy at first. It's a comedy at the start. But the things that really start this movie going forward is that they need an astronaut. They need another one. And they come with this one guy, and then they're going to have him in it. People are like, well, this is stupid. He's going to fail automatically. So the first scene that they do is the isolation chamber, which they're doing the test, which the test is what makes this film entertaining and funny as hell. I mean, everything else, but I mean, it's just the test and stuff. So they use the isolation chamber test to see how long they can go for, so they beat the time or whatnot. And what the other dumbass guy wants it, he just sits there, just lays down, you know. And then Harland Williams is like looking at the window, like, and he's like, oh, John Jacob Hammersmith, his name is my name too. Whenever we go out, the people always shout, John Jacob. He keeps singing that song, John Jacob Hammersmith, and the guy's like, oh, he stopped, and it goes to a nursing. People always shout, John Jacob. Ah! The guy keeps like, ah! 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 And then it shows a scene of them, the people at NASA. Listen to, ah! Ah! because it echoes. That has got to be the most funniest thing in the world. I always look back to this film because of that scene. Oh, it's so great. Then they have to do the one thing where they go around the circle and that thing like 200 miles per hour. The one guy, the dumbass guy, did it first, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna puke, and it puked because he's like, I should have had that one sandwich last night. And then he goes for it, which they crank it up, and he beats the record, but then he just breaks through. The screws loose, and he goes through and breaks through the wall. And there's these kids going with their teacher, and I remember, always safety, and then he comes in, and everybody's like, ah! There's also one with the blow, like, I forget how it went, that they blow a pong, that they had their pong in the water or whatnot, but Harland keeps moving around, but his name's Fred Randall on here, and he kicks him in the nuts, so he's doing alright. But then they do there's a Q&A at the NASA thing, and then they ask questions, and they ask, well, you find a third astronaut? And they're, oh, good question, yeah. And then they say, and the dumbass thinks he's going to win, and even Fred taps on the shoulder, like, the new astronaut, he says, astronaut Fred Randall, is like, I can't do the laugh. It's just so hilarious. It's so great and funny. And then they go up to space, and then like the first thing they go up there, I want to go, I want my mommy. And then they're in the countdown, it's like, no, he sneezes. He sneezes in his astronaut cap or his helmet. I was like, ugh. Oh, my wife's in the background. My son's in trouble. Uh-oh. Yep, he's in trouble. But after that, the space thing, they eat food, the space food, astronaut food. They're weird. Well, the monkey, when Fred's not looking, he puts laxative and toothpaste and some other shit in there, and then he gets the food ready, and they're like, oh, we're hungry, when they eat, and then William Sadler's character's eating. He's eating like, and he looks and it's hemorrhoid cream. And then, I think Jessica Lundy's character, the chick character, the mission specialist, she eats toothpaste or a piece of movement. It's 4-5. And then Fred, his character, eats laxative, which he doesn't even show it. He eats like his regular food, and then he has to take a poo-poo. And these toilets, the bathroom is terrible, and the toilet is just a little hole in the middle, which would be terrible. And he actually sucks himself in, and he has blue everywhere, and it's like a Smurf. And that's when they're talking to the president, and they're like saying, "Oh, I see that Fred looks like a Smurf," and then he sings, "He's got the whole world in his hand," talking about the Earth. Like, I can just pick it up. There's wars and everything, but I can just pick up the world and say, "I got the whole world in his hand." Bray Wyatt does a much better job. Then they have to sleep for 8 months, which that's the thing. Like, I don't know how you can do, but the damn monkey's he's a dick in this film. He gets in his Fred's thing. Fred's a big man, and then the monkey has his own. It's such a dick. So he had to be up for 8 months, and then all these little screwball antics and whatnot, being like he's going cuckoo and whatnot. They wake up again, and they finally get to Mars, and he's seeing where they go in there, and then William Sadler's astronaut, his thing's going haywire, so he has to connect his line with Fred's. So he does it, but Fred farts, and it gets through his thing, and he has to breathe, and everybody's laughing their asses off at NASA. But then at the end, he ends up saving the day and whatnot, and then they head back there in America, or back home, and they have to do that sleep thing again. Hypersleep or whatever. Well, the damn fucking monkey does it again, and that is the end of the story, and he has to live 8 months again up there. So, but that is the movie RocketMan. This is an awesome classic comedy. It's from the 90s. I'm gonna see what year it was. No, I don't care about that. It's just I know it's in the '90s. Good, solid, classic film. Harland Williams does an awesome screwball comedian on here, and I think you guys will enjoy it. I recommend it, and this deserves an A+ because it never gets old. It's a good classic film. And well, that's RocketMan, and we'll see you in the next review. Peace.